Good. Good. Oh. Exciting. I will say I really like the Through the Omen Paths logo. Hey, Tara. The logo, and I'm kind of sad that it's not going to be in paper. Red and blue, huh? Looks like they want me to play VV again first thing in the morning. That's okay. Worst things to do, right? Heal Ghost and Mr. AC, welcome in. Keep that. Is it Lizard Blades? Lizard. Little anime brats, welcome in. Lizard. I don't know where that went. Oh, there it is. Donovan, welcome in. Okay. So we're going to do this. We'll go ahead and put the Lizard Blades in. Ice Age Drip, good morning. Magic the Gathering. Sure thing. Yep. This is Arena. I unfortunately did not get early access to Spider-Man. I know some people get to play it. Yep. Play almost every day, Lil. At least in the morning. And then usually a second time throughout the day. Just depends. Also play paper. Hey, Valoria. Good morning. Holy, welcome back. Good to see you over in the other place. The place that shall not be named. Little anime, if you also don't know, I also do a ton of Dungeons & Dragons and other TTRPG stuff. Yep. I have a whole bunch. What's up, Holy? I also have a bunch on MTGO. I just don't usually stream MTGO. Servant, welcome in. Oh, okay. Well, she's young yet. Hopefully she'll work out whatever's there. You play D&D every Sunday with your family? Nice. You named her Freitas? Nice. That's really cool. When you say your family, you don't have to say if you don't wanna. That could mean, you know, various things. Is your family like is it like brother sister stuff? You got whole generational gaming stuff? What's the sitch? Yeah, she kept it. I mean, this is my surprised face, Valoria. Do you see it? Do you see it? VV plus Cloud. I don't have Cloud in this one. I'm assuming that would have to be which specific Cloud though? Has Miram? I'm gonna regret this probably, but 2-hour drive. The vet's that far away? I mean, let's be honest. Brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews, that's cool. Like, a lot of my friends, like, my buddy plays with his daughter. She also plays with Adam now. Brent, welcome in. You were supposed to destroy the VVs. My quest this morning is red and blue spells, Brent. What am I supposed to do? I have red and blue spells. I have to play it. Okay. So, I need the Buster Sword. Check. I'm gonna put this on. We're gonna put red and red and red. Just all gonna be red. That's fine. We'll put non-basic land walkout. Then we'll equip this. Bets are expensive, but you know, Niv Mizzet. I don't have a Niv Mizzet deck just kicking around though, man. Alright. Rar. BB Voltron, go Burr. Say Fog. That would make me very sad. Well, that's fine. Sword Hunter. Didn't see you come in. You haven't, Eldrazi, yeah. Oh no. Hey Justin, how's it going? And Proctor, I think. Yeah. Savage, good morning. So we had a whole bunch of doubling there. Fine. Yeah, that's game. We're not gonna struggle bust that. Yeah, your favorite is Eldrazi? How's it going, Proctor? Is it Commander or are you playing something else? Yeah, I don't think I have Niv Mizzet. I can look for another, like, blue-red deck, but I don't know if I do. I have Riku. I could probably get there with Riku. I could probably get there with either... We could do Loot. If you're offended. Probably a little bit, Savage. We're still not up to where it was. I want to say this summer when I was traveling, I was off for about a week and a half, and it just never seemed to like kind of pop back to where it was. But hopefully so. Hopefully so. I ended up getting a new contract, which has been verbally confirmed. I don't have the paperwork yet, but assuming that happens, I'm gonna get to keep doing this for the rest of the year. Hey Brandon, how's it going? Which would be great. I've always kind of like not quite been making enough from streaming to stay streaming, but I also do freelance writing and other stuff. And so as long as I can kind of keep that balance. I write sci-fi, fantasy, and like D&D stuff. So like game design. I've been doing game design since 2012. I've also like self-published, and when I say self-published, I shouldn't say that. I have a publishing company. Like, and I used to work for Barnes & Noble, so I kind of know a lot about books. This is a book I made, you know, it's like 600 pages long, and it's got like, you know, some pretty dope artwork and stuff in it. But this was for Pathfinder 1st edition, and so like, it's not quite, as hot anymore. The funny thing about that is we got the project done and it was on the boat back from our printer, and because we did trad pub, not like I actually used like a cloth binding printer and stuff. As soon as that happened though, we got everything back and it was they announced the new edition of the game. So hey Minnie, how's it going? Yeah. It's tight, and if I was, you know, if I didn't have a lot of support, it probably wouldn't work. But it's working right now, Brandon. So, smoke it while you got it, right? But I also write my own PDFs and things for like D&D and Pathfinder, and the new opportunity though is in fact to do a completely brand new game. Apparently, I'm playing too slow, but we're gonna do a complete like RPG system from the ground up. Oh yeah, my baby, yeah. They didn't have Eevee as big, so you know. I'd say probably right now I lean Eevee and all of its evolutions. Have I listened to The Land? He Who Fights with Monsters? Yes. Snorlax, do you have a love-hate relationship? I understand that because the last time I dealt with Snorlax, it was the big ragey red-eyed one in Pokemon Violet. But then I went back and started playing Arceus because I'd never played it. Yeah, that would be cool. This is a Squishmallow, and so like you really could use it as a pillow. It has occasionally got a stress hug now and then. How soon do you leave for work, Minnie? Squishmallow, Mallow. Hey, Weeb, how's it going? But ideally, Savage, it would be cooler if the stream, yeah, I'm sure, the stream would get big enough that like writing could be something I just did for fun, and that this could be the main thing. That would be cool. Been a while, probably. For whatever reason, the Purple Place Weeb is very unstable for me. Or I'm very unstable and it just happens to notice. I'm not really sure. Yeah, over on the other stream. Because I am triple streaming technically. The red place doesn't ever do much for me though. I feel like I should really take a stab at that. Do I play Borderlands? I don't right now, but I do have a whole bunch of friends that are playing 4, and there's some appeal to that idea. I think, actually, though, I will probably end up streaming No Man's Sky next. So. Oh, no. You're not a fan, huh? I'm sorry to disappoint. Treasure token. I'm gonna lose this guy, so we're gonna swing with him. I don't think they're gonna cast. Maybe they'll cast 2 spells. Magic's going pretty good. And actually, a lot of folks in chatting right off the bat. It's nice. It's a good vibe. That's what I heard. I heard that it's got a lot better lately. And technically it's Teamer, but yeah, I know what it looks like. And Simic's one of my favorite dual color pairings. I can talk sometimes. So I'm not, I'm not ashamed of Simic. It's even NMS. Oh yeah. I've even got it right here on me. And my Demir Spider and my Golgari thing. Bug. You've been playing Mono. Oh, Mono White. Gotcha. With can't attack unless you pay. Yeah. You made a whole huge Corvette ship? I don't understand. Is it more about just building your ship? Or is it like a survival game once you're on the planet? Tell me more about it. Hey TJ, how's it going? Because I want to get excited, but sometimes when I ask questions, I get a little tismy. And when I'm asking questions, people think that I'm pushing back, and I'm not. I'm just like really curious what's going on. And people get really irritated sometimes, but like I can ask a lot of questions, especially if I get hyperfixated. Yeah. Yep, I've got that kind. The premise is getting to the center of the universe, yeah. Gataxian, welcome in. So, like, can you win it? I got the impression it was not a win the game game. Yes, you can technically win it. Interesting. Okay, okay. I should not have done that. We'll actually flicker the cat itself. Comes back, we get some free treasure. And then I think we'll flicker that. Only game you don't understand is Destiny 2. I like Destiny 2 a lot, but the last update has been frustrating. Hey Alex, what's that? Did I complete all the Yargle achievements? I don't think. I think before I realized it, I missed one because it was with the timed event, right? Starfield with Galactic Star Wars mod. It's a whole Star Wars game. That's interesting. I heard Starfield, like a lot of people were super excited for it, and then it just wasn't great. If I play Borderlands 4, you play with me? Okay. There's a couple other people who would want to play with me too. I know we've been talking about starting up No Man's Sky so that we're all in the same part of the... Because, like, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, if you start No Man's Sky together, you're still going to be roughly in the same part of the universe even if you're playing solo. That's what someone said. Yeah. How do I get that emoji again? I was really tired when you were talking about it, Alex. Let's get that. Nice. Tegan, welcome in. Bethesda waited. Gotcha. That's funny. World of Warcraft where you can beat the story and then build stuff. So there is a story. Would I recommend Destiny if you don't want to buy expansions? I would buy... There's going to be an opportunity when Renegades comes out here in a little bit. I would buy the Renegades Deluxe Pack and get everything. Because I don't... If you don't have all the expansions for Destiny, it's not nearly as fun. There are like whole powers and things you can't get access to. Valheim. I have a buddy who plays Valheim. And like... Do you ever have a friend who's a really good friend and you love hanging out with them, but like the way they play games makes you pretty sure you wouldn't enjoy something if they're playing it? He is very down in the details, and it just sounds like that would be a lot. But you think it's fun? Aki, if Anakin Skywalker just went by Ken and then Obi-Wan would have told him use the Force... I almost finished reading it, Aki. You got me. Pretty good there, actually. That is funny, though. Gotcha. Okay. The building is the best. Like, it sounds like most of the people I know are excited about making ships. Which, you know, is interesting to me. I'm not like we play Power World sometimes, and I love crossbreeding the creatures and trying to get different results and trying to get like one of my things is my whole team's got like all four the teal level rare things on every attribute. pretty much, unless I need one of the yellows because there's a couple of them that don't have blue analogs. But like, that's the sort of game that I can just lose myself in. But I don't really do the base building part as much. My base is pure chaos, and people that like, they've kind of just put me off on my own island because I just want like things to work. So like when I'm doing stuff in that game, I want all my stuff like right within arm's reach, so I don't have to run around. But it's not pretty looking. You still play RuneScape, yeah? I want to say I played RuneScape for a while. Your comfort game is Honkai Star Rail? I don't know if I know that game. Yeah? Do I have Hallowed Temple in here? We're talking about comfort games. We can go this way instead. Intercept. You play Once Human? I played Once Human a lot for a while. Once Human was fun. I do feel like the second story arc, because we started playing that, and the temperature armor situation was really rough. It felt like getting and keeping things right for that temperature stuff was really not as fun as the first playthrough. I didn't mind the radiation stuff. I didn't mind any of that stuff, but like for some reason that just felt a little rough. Diatribe, good to see you. How's it going? Can I pace VV with just a Scythe Cat Cub? There's Kona. Kona would be good. But yeah, I really did enjoy Once Human. I was gonna take out Shahili. I mean, maybe. Yup. Cryogen Relic. Kind of rough, but you're making active decision not to be down. Do you need to talk about why? If you don't need to, that's cool. But if there's something about it that's frustrating that you want like to vent or get some advice about. I can see that, Brent. Velvet, welcome back. Oh, goodbye, Sahili. So do we hold for the Aetherize? I feel like we could hold for the Aetherize. But we could also play Kona. I'm gonna attack into him. Let's see. Grief. Oh. That sucks, Dave. Mortality and I are very too well acquainted, is what I should say. I also have to question what my family was doing. I'm the 10th kid, so everybody is older than me, and so that's something that's just gonna be there all my life. But I'm sorry to hear you're dealing with it, Dave. Do you want to talk about what you liked about him? I would be curious, but if you don't want to, that's cool. Teachers, there's a lot of ways a teacher can be cool. Sometimes I enjoy talking about someone who I've lost because it helps me remember good stuff, but if you don't want it, it's okay. Why? Did it not let me counter? We're going to counter that. Means I'm losing the Aetherize, though. Wait. Okay. So we're still going to lose Ugin. Well, the guy to Ugin. He's still going to come at me pretty hard, though. Yeah, I don't know anything about this Honkai game. He's gonna probably have a counterspell for this. Hold? Yeah, I'm gonna hold for the Aetherize, but we'll see. I'm worried because I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna drop a counterspell on it. Yeah, that's my guess. But it could give us some more time. Honkai is a money pit. Why haven't I ever heard of this game if you all know it? Yeah? Gotcha. That sounds like a hard person to replace for sure, for sure. Oh no. That's bad. Because that's going to counter, right? It'll counter my Aetherize. That's game then. Bummer. I thought we had a chance. Turn-based gacha game like Persona with slot machines for characters? Like getting the characters as a slot machine, or the characters are actually slot machines? Speaking of autism, this is the sort of question that I will drive people crazy with. Yeah. So we need green, right? Green? Green. But it's a Gitaxian. You're not necessarily Gitaxis yourself, right? Hey, Kept, how's it going? Have I been streaming all night? No. No, I went and took a couple hours of sleep. So no, I have not been streaming all night. I would be very sad if my likes... Not that they're... I appreciate very much that people have been liking. Let me be very clear. But I would be very sad if it was at 5K and I'd been streaming all night. I would wonder what I was doing wrong. Velvet, thanks for the follow. Speaking of what I'm doing wrong, the other place... I don't know why, but I don't seem to get any traction over there. Bad Wolf and Holy are over there, but that's it. Oh, I don't even want to talk about the red one. That is complete mystery to me. Honestly, though, I never go to the red one for anything but long form content. Like, I even forget that they have shorts. You know? Wait a second. If I do this, does it make... Remove 2. Notice creature attacks and it's saddled. Okay. So, if I do that... Yeah? I'm gonna call that a good thing, I hope. Kept? Maybe not. Rar. Wrench, welcome in. Used to stream purple. Yeah. When you say awful things, like discouraging things, or like actually like personal awful things? No, it's fine. You know, I'm gonna say something that's kind of so weird, Kept, but there does seem to be... I don't want to call us a hive mind creature, but like there seems to be like waves of how people act that are like not always, but somewhat in sync. How I'd build Agnes? I'll look at Agnes. I don't undid that. Yeah, I don't think there's a mod in there right now, Alex. Honestly, though, like, I don't care. That particular, I hesitate to call it a service, but they don't like get too obnoxious. One day, someone said they're making a documentary about speedrun. Gotcha. Yeah, I've never been a big speedrun guy either. Like, I play through things fast when I'm obsessed. But that's just because I'm obsessed and a little tizzy. Okay, a lot tizzy probably. A little bit. Good enough to be in one. You're nothing more than a water boy, huh? Oof. That's not a good, yeah, that's not a good look. Don't like that at all. Aw. Yeah. I will tell you, there are people who feel like you deciding to be online is a license to just be as shitty as they want to. And one of the things that surprised me, like I've done a lot of different things online, and we did a 3D printing podcast where we were also live on YouTube for a couple years, and I got the worst trolls there. Yeah, sometimes, Alex. I think the worst, though, was that, like, I had this one person who kept making different accounts and coming in and, like, insisting that I enjoyed watching slasher movies and doing things to myself while I was watching slasher movies. And I'm like, that's a very weird and specific thing to accuse somebody of. But, like, more than once. Yeah. Right? Yeah, it was just bizarre. And, like, it's not like it even, like, upset me. It was just so weird. And, like, we kept banning the guy. But it was just, like... This is coffee. What did you think it was? Well, it's okay, Brent. It's good to know. Des, welcome in. Shadow Fox, welcome in. I am Ace. I've been bad lately. This is in fact coffee, right? This is Dr. Pepper. This is water. There's a fourth one. And I have Celsius from powder. You know, Brent, it's really just the... I don't like the side effects of Adderall. I'm going to self-medicate myself. That's kind of a joke, Brent, but only kind of. Yeah. Try mixing them all? I have had a friend make energy drink coffee. You're working on Rayav? That's cool. Somebody asked for a specific commander, and I was thinking I could make it. I'm just trying to find it again. It was the Viashino guy, right? I feel like the one from New Capenna. That now I can't remember his name, but I can remember what he is. Never know till you try. Agnes, okay. What thing you're concerned with? Well, I usually go to the gym. I've been a little bad the last couple weeks. Okay. Creature with haste, create a treasure token. Alright. So, sounds like we're doing haste and we're doing treasures. Seems pretty good. Haste. 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 I do appreciate the concern, though. Pauline, welcome in. Do that. Haste. Haste. Some life gain. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature. Okay. Not sure we're going to do enough targeting for that, but we'll put it in there for now. And the firstborn. You want the new Carnage card? Yeah. NC, welcome in. We're not going to be doing equipping. Last mating of the day, yeah. All right, have a good one. Because it doesn't have to have used the haste to still generate treasure tokens, right? So I feel like that's probably a good little chunk of haste stuff. You're hungry. Do you have a break or something? This guy, that guy, this guy. Thieves' tools. Panera, oh, okay. Gotcha. This guy. Grim Bounty. So I feel like we're obviously going to be putting Revel and Riches in here. Since this is basically going to be a Rakdos deck, we'll probably put some Rakdos Theft in it. Oh, I should have put, I know what I should put in here. Okay, if I'm going through all this, I should grab the others while I'm at it. Getting ahead of myself. She's probably fine. Probably good. Definitely good. Definitely good. Facebreaker. Kiki-Jiki. Good. Facebreaker. Poetic Ingenuity. So the other 11... Now I just want to do stuff to feed that. That's also useful, I think. Do I want Zorn? Do I want Zorns? Trove of Temptation. Goldspan. Bone Horde. Where's the Zorn? Did I skip it? There's Zorn. It's cheaper than I thought. Main focus was doubling season? Yeah. We could sneak doubling season in here, probably. I think doubling probably makes sense. Oh, guess I should have gone all the way. No. Yes. We want parallel lives. I did get the Zorn. Paradise might be a bad idea. Parallel lives. I was thinking, what is it called? Greeters? Gala Greeter. I probably want Arcane Signet. Signet. Today's MTG Indoctrination Day? Oh, because you're getting your Spider-Man kits? I'm curious whether or not my boxes will show up. Tome of Legends. I'll make that. I feel like we're going to have a lot of stuff go down, so maybe we'll just also throw in Oversold. Oversold. Oh, and since we're sacrificing the treasure tokens, I'll do VAT too. VAT of Rebirth. That's probably a good start. We might noodle with this a little bit, but we got to fix the mana first. One creature that cares about raid. I definitely know there's a couple that might fit. Today's Paper Spider-Man pre-release. This is the first pre-release I haven't gone to with my friends and family in a long time, and it's kind of sad. Someone from the stream offered for me to go to the town over and do it, but I'm not going to do that. So first pre-release I've missed in... The people I normally would go with are moving, and it was kind of like too stressful to show up and do right now. I didn't know that was an option, Ace, and I am sorry that I didn't know that. Yeah. Yep. But, like, yeah. They're moving, and so it would have been like trying to show up and do an event right as they're moving. Where like, money's kind of tight all around, right? And just wasn't going to be bad timing. Your dog's jealous? Oh, of the kitten. Yeah. It should be. It's a kitten. Who wouldn't be jealous of a kitten? You focus too much on specific combos. I would say this is a deck that's very, like, go out of synergies, but this might not work. We haven't played it yet, Velvet, so we'll see. See, I love doing this part. This is so exciting, but, like, it's interesting to me, but, like, half the people in chat left because we were building a deck. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think there's just not something going on to watch. Maybe? I don't know. But let's see if we can get this to go off. I do get a lot of new folks, and that's good. Like, it kind of reminds me of MMOs, Beloria. When I ran MMO guilds, I was the, hey, welcome to the game. Let's get you set up. Let's get you ready to do what you want to do. Thanks for the follow, Cobe. And then it was like, well, now you're going to leave and go do other stuff. Have a nice life. That was kind of how our guild worked. Howling Mine Addiction. Oh, thank you. Is it Cobb or Cobe? I could see reading this either way. So we are now generating treasures, probably. You feel bad, always apologizing, asking questions. Yeah, same. I mean, I also just like having varied opinions. Yes, kind of. And I don't think that's unfortunate, Brent. I mean, that was kind of our point, right? Aw, thank you, Velvet. I definitely love getting someone to have an amazing experience in the game. I would rather have a positive, fun community member and, like, lose them than, like, keep somebody, like... I don't understand. Hey, Big. How's it going? I don't understand people who do rage bait, because the idea of having, like, rage bait and trolling and all that stuff all the time, negativity in my chat all the time, arguments and fights every day all the time, I don't need that. I grew up with that. I'm good. No thanks. I'm good. Yeah. Yep. That is true. Look at this. We're getting lots of treasures. So many treasures. Are we gonna, like, have the mana to do, like, everything we want to with this deck? I need more dice mechanics if I'm gonna keep that barbarian class. Is that time? Work time, or are you gonna start your own stream time? You know, though, one of the things about that, Velvet, is some people are going to be there for your learning journey. Like, a lot of people would rather watch you get better than, like, watch somebody else, you know, play their ridiculous thing for the 12th time, right? I mean, the one thing I always try to tell people with streaming or content creation is, you're your brand. You want to think that your brand is your niche or whatever, but it's not. It's you and how you interact with the thing. You know? If that makes sense. He won't let you hold the baby. Well, that's not very nice. This seems to be working just fine. It's kind of weird. No, she's sleepy. Your niche is like... First off, I don't consider myself a niche creator. I consider myself a nerd or a geek creator, but like... A lot of people be like, oh, well, he's a Magic the Gathering guy. That's his niche, right? And that's fair, I guess. But like... I also do tons of D&D content, and lately I've been doing a lot more, like, neurodivergent psychology content. Like, it just seems like such a limited way to be. And then if you want to play a new game, that's all people want. Yeah. But you kind of have to fight it, right, Beloria? Like, I still get so much pushback if I play anything but Magic. And I love Magic. The other thing people say they want is D&D streams, but every time I have streamed D&D stuff, the view is, like, so low. Part of that's also probably the FYP thing, because, like, TikTok learns about you And as it learns about you, it's like, oh, people like your Magic content, so it's going to show your Magic content more. Do you know what I mean? It's an interesting thing. I mean, I'm not really mad about it either. It's just, it is just what it is, right? Some still pop in and go no Magic Day and leave, yeah. That's good. But it is interesting because you will be more viable as a variety streamer. I have seen, but you also have to build your audience slower because people are not going to be as likely to stay around. So it's a double-edged sword, I think. Yeah. Bowmasters. Orcish Thigh Masters. Like, we still haven't regained momentum from the deck building thing. So, like, people like the chatting and the actual playing more than anything, it seems like. Yeah. Like, I imagine there's a lot of pressure to be on camera, Valoria. Or are people at least not that creepy? Elijah, welcome in. Yeah, good. I don't mind, but that is definitely a privileged situation. Wait a second. What am I doing? Cancel, cancel, cancel. I should play a gold span, because then all my treasures double. And then I can play her out. Nice. That's good. Seems like this is doing just fine. Yeah, and you shouldn't have to either, right? So it feels like the Barbarian thing is a dead card in here. Her D&D. I want to play. I mean, I'm the same way, if I'm honest. Does he have a board wipe? Does he have Damnation? Speaking of Howling Mind Addiction, is he just trying to play, like, cards out? Oh, okay. He's going to return... Does he sack his Howling Mind? Or is he just getting Bowmasters back? Oh, he's just getting Bowmasters back trying to kill stuff. Proctors, welcome back in. And yeah, he conceded. So not bad for our little Agnes deck we just put together. Yeah, no problem. If you need to take off, Ballora, don't mind me. But I do think this little guy's doing okay. I didn't take out the Barbarian thing. You know what it is, though? My brain really wants Delina to be in here because I love Delina. And she's not. And I definitely don't need the other card if not. Oh, okay. You know, Arabella really bothers me. I do not like that commander at all. It feels too good. Maybe I just don't like Boros, and so I'm always going to be harsh. Is there a card that like mine but only activates if it's untapped? Doesn't mine say that on it? Brandon H, welcome in. Joseph, good morning. How's it going? go bat. Yeah. It's interesting. Early printings of Howling Mine did not have a text on it because early artifacts did not generate effects if they weren't untapped. So that was actually something they changed about how the game worked. Morning, Mike. Which I thought was pretty fascinating. I don't have any of my sack tech yet, right? Alright, we'll do this. Try to build up for some more treasure nest. This is not the first time I have seen this Arabella Heir Apparent deck. Going pretty good. Looks like I've got a new contract coming up. That's been verbally confirmed. I'll be very happy when that money's in my account, but until then, you know, can't complain too much. Use it on your turn and then tap it. Yes. Yes. I have definitely done that with that card. Icy Manipulator used to be a very common way to do that. Icy Manipulator used to be considered like an Omega power card now, and now it's like a chump uncommon reprint. There was a while Icy Manipulators were like, I want to say at least $50. Probably more. Let's make treasures. Boop. Play that. Remember, Mind Sculptor was $800. Yeah. Yeah, I should have sold that. Wizard Hands, welcome back. I had 2 of them. I should have sold those when they were that high. It's kind of like the first appearance of Gambit. I liked Gambit a lot. I bought 5 of that issue when it came out just because it was the first time I was like, I'm going to speculate. I'm going to be smart about collecting. And I did that, and it turned out to be like the bottom dropped out from that comic real fast. You talk trash while you're playing Dead by Daylight? Alright. I mean, I don't blame you. We can... You know what? I'm just going to take a point from her, right? Or do we just make sure that she's Dunsky? Okay. I don't have a sack outlet yet, so I kind of want to hang on to that. Check. Check. That's probably good. I don't think it's gonna. Velvet, I don't think we're gonna see a ban for that. It is really fast, though. If he could give Arabella a haste, I'm dead. Assuming he's going to replay Arabella. And we'll destroy Arabella. Does he have a haste enabler? Any weekend plans? I am probably running D&D on Saturday. Gonna try to watch Elio this weekend because that just came out finally, which I think sounds fun. Monastery Swift Spear, but not much else. Alex, how about you? Wait. You want more talents and classes. Don't think we've ever asked, do I like the Dark Souls game? I have only played Bloodborne, and I just started Elden Ring for the first time, but we're doing a multiplayer playthrough, and we're having a hard time keeping everybody, showing up. Yeah, I like it so far. I could really use some sort of, like... We're going to take Arabella. Attack with Arabella. Attack with the Swift Spear. Flyer. So it looks like I can just do this now, right? Wait. I'm one short. That's unfortunate. Make it over to... I don't know how you say that. Rehoboth? Bolus's Citadel is really, really good. Oh boy. Here we go again. I'm surprised he's just not zerging me at this point. Yeah. You beat Dark Souls with only a shield? Yeah. Rehoboth. Now it sounds like a lisp. Alright. Well, it sounds like to me I swing out. You're just gonna take it? Wait. Choose up to... Oh, I lost Arabella, so I can't do it. Damn it. That was dumb. I just cost myself the game. So, really what I messed up there was I didn't attack with one extra haste creature that other turn. I would have had the mana to sacrifice Arabella and trigger the Mount Doom. Live and learn. Wavelord, welcome in. Alright. I need to fix that enchantment, or I need to add some more rolling effects in here. I really want... Not much, just trying to get some wins before I get going for the day. I want Delina in here, but I don't think it's worth keeping the other enchantment in here. Probably not. I do love her, though. This rankle's not great. We'll get rid of that rankle. I'm going to leave the barbarian thing in for a run or two. Need blood money, board wipe? How many days till the season end? I don't play enough ranked. I'm assuming it'll be. We could probably look. Just a second. We'll check my profile afterwards. I think it says there. Okay. Apparently, I just definitely need to put the money. There's too many blood things. Blood money. That's really expensive, but I have been getting a ton of treasure tokens, so maybe we just roll with it. That's been good. That's been treasure was good. He's not the best. Click mastery? Okay. I don't usually play ranked Wavelord, so I don't really pay attention to the seasons much at all. Acrylic. Expires in 3 days? So is that going to be when it turns? I mean, it makes sense because, like, we get Spider-Man going live here in a bit. Omen Path is what they're doing on Arena. It's got to be... Sorry, in my brain it's still Spider-Man because I'm also getting the paper stuff. And I'm a big comic book nerd. I used to actually be a comic book store guy, like, you know, like from The Simpsons. I ran a comic book store for 5 years. Yeah. I didn't have the ponytail, though. I ran a comic book store for 5 years. I ran a Barnes & Noble for 17. Koba, not usually. I have to get all my wins first, because that's the way you keep Magic cheap. Arena is much more expensive if you don't get your daily wins first, so... we'll play this so we can play our Kin Signet. Ponytail, not a good look, yeah. I was weeby enough when I was, like, in high school that I did have a top knot briefly. But it was because I had, like, shaved under all this, and this was, like, super long, like, all the way down, like, past my leg. It's free, but you get more free coins if you play random people than if you play challenges. They don't count the same. He destroyed my Arcane Signet. What a... Yeah. That makes me annoyed. How do I feel about mono... I love Nazgul. I love the Nazgul because it's Lord of the Rings, but I just love Nazgul in general. And I don't mind decks that use them in any capacity. I do know some folks that are in the Spicy Brain Club that hate people playing them in Commander because it feels like a violation of Commander's limits. But I'm not one of those people. You run more than 2 colors, Chromatic Lantern staple, yeah. Dragon's Approach. I like Dragon's Approach. But yeah, there's a lot of folks that, you know, Relentless cards in Commander does feel a little weird. Like if I sit with it, like, but I'm always kind of like, cards are cards, rules are rules, and if there's a way to do a thing, there's a way to do a thing. You played against one with Yarok Copy. Yeah, I like Yarok a lot. I do not like Lathril. Lathril's becoming, like, Joda level annoying to me. You cannot block. Why did I do that? It was high school? I was pretty much the kid from The Simpsons that had like the bangs that you could only see one eye. That was pretty much me when I was in high school. Sammy, welcome in. Pat, welcome in. At least I wasn't Nelson. That could have been worse. Right? I hope. Xavier Sol. I love Xavier Sol. I have a Xavier Sol deck, but unfortunately, my Xavier Sol deck does have Nazgul in it. And it's one of those decks. Oh, thank you for the kitties. Unfortunately, that deck does draw like much aggro. Aw, thank you. I wish I was MTG. Normally I would be, but I'm not. Oh, we got Glissa out. I almost attacked into that. How do I feel about attacking into that? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I need more legendary artifacts in this deck if I'm going to do that sort of stuff. I can, however, put out blocker. Yeah, probably not going to do anything for that. I might go get a kit. Sometimes I do that. Just go grab a kit if I missed it. There's one term they changed in Magic a while ago I still don't understand. What's that? Which term? It is interesting. I feel like some people are really into the art for it, and I feel like since it's a replacement for Spider-Man, it doesn't have that one. So Brent, let me try to explain that. I have an adopted sister, right? She has actually passed away now, but like, you know, she's First Nations, and a lot of those folks feel some sort of way about using the word tribe outside of the First Nations thing. And, you know, it's a sign of respect to First Nations folks to not use tribe casually. For a lot of them. Obviously, there are people in that don't feel that way. You know, nothing in life is a one-size-fits-all situation. But that's why they changed it to Kindred. Yeah. That's what that's about. Creature artifact, put a sacrifice permanent with treasure, gains lifelink. Okay, okay. We can deal with this. Yeah. So it's something, at least for myself, I'm a little more inclined to be sensitive to. Yeah, no, that's what it's about, though. And I don't think it's like, you know, most folks aren't. I think most folks honestly don't want to, like, upset people or whatever. And I think there's a lot of folks who do just feel kind of like, I don't understand. I think that's not uncommon, Brent. That's, yeah, not uncommon. I don't know why it didn't let me sacrifice. Is it sorcery? It is a sorcery. Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. Yeah. And it's unfortunate because there are folks that do feel like that shouldn't be like important, and so they double down on it and are deliberately being irritating about it. So unfortunately, in the community, there's some folks that are like making the issue worse than it should be, in my opinion. In my head, it's just a thing about respect. Right, right. And that's the thing, I think, because there are people that just, once they get the sense that somebody's like annoyed by something, they just kind of go ham with it, unfortunately. Okay, so sorcery speed though, so I can't give her lifelink, but I need treasures first if I'm going to give her lifelink. I think this might be too late. Hopefully we can get 2 treasures out of this though. Alright. We're talking about using tribal instead of kindred, Sammy. And why someone would be upset by it and why some people are belligerent about it. It's actually been all retcon. So Oracle text tribal does not exist any longer. It has been completely removed from the game. So if you look at a physical card that has it on it, it's actually been eroded. So that term does not exist in Magic at all anymore legally. You can use them. They've been eroded. So like you have to use the Oracle text. It doesn't mean that they're banned, right? And I think that's one of the things that gets some people messed up. Yeah. Also, like typo seems like an easy fix too. I appreciate Kindred because it's a little more brainy, but I understand that change is rough on a lot of folks, And I don't think that's an excuse necessarily, but you know. Hey. Okay, okay. Is that worth? Yeah. Well, it's like I don't know if y'all were cognizant of the invoke prejudice situation, but yep. I mean, and if you look at that card, I own that card, and I don't mind the fact that happened because that card very specifically looks like what it looks like. I'm still a little like shocked that card happened. Yeah. Treasures, look at that. Whee. I pulled it from a booster pack. I'm old, Brent. That's why I have one. No, I'm just old. Just pulled it out of a booster pack. I think I might have every single one of those cards, actually. Oh, exsanguinates me out. Oof. Okay. Just old. I don't know that I would ever, like, destroy a card. Well, that's not true. I used to destroy Blood Moons. That is true. I used to trade Blood Moons off of people and rip them up in front of them because I hated that card so much. But that was back when I had 4 of every dual land, and it was like my pride and joy, so I got really mad when people played Blood Moons on me. Yeah. I was a very angry young man. Torch on sight. I was very, very angry when I was younger. Like, really angry. I think people would be shocked. Like, so mad all the time. Most people who know me now would probably struggle to believe that. Burn all for farewells if possible. Yeah, yeah. I could see that. I was big Angie. Of course, now looking back, it was just, neurodivergent rage. It's fine. The sense of justice thing and lack thereof. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna lose this creature, right? I am. So we just need to get rid of her. We need to get rid of her. I hate going slow, but gotta be careful because Gliss is gonna be very dangerous for this deck. Glissa with recursion, yeah. Bite down. Aw, sad. Two drop that decides, destroys enchantment, yeah. I can imagine you struggle with Glissa for a lot of reasons. I can see it. Take that. Alright. Here we go. We will discard Stormbird. Attack for 6. It's 10, you can order food. Yay! No, this is historic. I was like, I just switched over to this because I'm kind of wrapping up for the day, or for the morning anyway, and I needed something a little faster. So we're playing historic for a second. We're going to play this even though we know we're not going to be able to get any tutors off of it. Mostly for the life gain. Alright. Oh, interesting. Danger Mommy. Hi, Stina. How's it going? Miss your face. Oh, that's not good. Yep. It's definitely a fast season for sure, for sure. Can I go down to 1? This might be over. Do they have the +1/+1 here? Pat, welcome back. Coffee Dragon, hello, hello. They do not have the +1/+1. But there's Glissa back. That's unfortunate. Duality, welcome in. Let's play her. I think we're still toast. Still toast. Just full swing, they win. They might not. If I wanted to get in historic but realized don't have enough older sets. Yeah, it is some sort of thing you can probably just like play like a couple. I would get a couple precons and I would probably just play like to get some wild cards and start with like 1 or 2 historic decks, and you can then play and get into. Well, the historic decks tend to run a little faster. If you're just grinding for rank or for coins or whatever, like I like doing Brawl because it's more like Commander, and Commander is more relevant to the community and as a general rule. And so it's kind of like speaking the language of the community in my mind. If I was just like sweaty and trying to get coins, I'd probably just play Historic and I'd probably like run 1 or 2 decks. I do think it's a fun format though, and I don't think any ranked format's not like irrelevant, right? But I also think like the game experience for me is much less fun. It's much less community facing, and it just feels weird. So like I don't tend to play a ton of Historic on stream. If I'm grumpy and it's 3 in the morning and I can't sleep, you bet your ass I'm playing Historic and just being really, really mean to strangers. Usually only when I'm grumpy though. Wantira, welcome in. Wow, a lot of people dropped on that. Meh. Oh well. Yeah, just playing a couple quick games of Historic because I'm trying to wrap up. I don't like to end on an L, so we used to call it the rule of Richard, but Richard hasn't been in chat for a long time, so I don't know if it's his rule anymore. Might not be. Did I have a counterspell there and I could have? No, it's non-creature, right? 2 or less. No, I really could have. There. Try to get in touch with my inner blue player. I try not to, Alex. Did he double cast Impulse? He sure did, huh? Yep, 2 impulses. That's weird. Now it's kind of like a principle thing, right? Gotta play Dragon Typhoon because I can play Dragon Typhoon. So we'll get smacked on a little bit more here. Tap out. That would be fun. Alright, so we're going to play another one? Yeah, we'll play another one. Durgan. Durgan. Yeah, no problem, Velvet. Have a good one. we need to do non-creature or dragons. So we're going to do claim territory. We're going to do that. Discard that. Play this. Rawr. Oliver, welcome in. Does he have a Psych Rift? Not even worried about the Balas. Not even worried about that. We'll go ahead and play this. We're going to put it on this guy. And then we'll just omen this. And that's game, I think. Folks, are going to take off. Please take care of the other people in your lives. Please take care of yourself. We will see you soon.